Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Welcome back. Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, may I remind you once again that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Madam Chair, I hand over the witness to you for us to proceed.
Mr. Ceesay?
Yes, Madam.
You're welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes.
Madam Chair,
Council, yes, you can proceed.
thank you very much.
I was giving you time because I
Yes.
saw you talking.
Yes, I was just trying to clear something with the
Yeah.
registrar
Yes, I understand.
regarding the order of the witnesses. I'm sorry about that. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Mr. Ceesay,
Yes,
you were explaining the issue regarding the metric system, correct?
yes.
Can you please proceed from where you stopped?
Now, can you
You can't
refresh
recall.
my memory? I can't remember where I left off.
I think it has to do with the deletion.
Yes,
Yes, it has to do with the deletion and regarding the fact that you were explaining the data, and then I read your statement.
yes,
Where you were saying that the application has two access rights: application on page level, but the
Yes.
application does not have a delete facility,
yes,
and that it's not the responsibility of matrix solution. You understand that, to decide who has the user rights.
yes,
You understand that?
yes,
And that was what you were trying to explain.
yes. And you asked if there's any way records can be deleted from the system.
Yes.
And my answer to that was no. So
Right.
when that problem was caught and we were asked to come and look into the matter, we first went through the application to make sure that the receipting process was all right, which was all right at the time. So then we proceeded to do a database audit.
Yes.
And after the audit, we realized that there were some receipt records that were missing from the transaction listing for that day,
Yes.
which we were able to replicate from the audit files to complete the transaction listing. So we replicated all the receipt records, the name, the amount, the property owners, and gave it to the council. And I believe that was the record you were referring to.
Now, the issue regarding the audit of the system.
Yes,
So it's possible that you can carry audit exercise on the system.
yes, on both the database and the front-end application itself. Yes, you can audit it.
Yes. Let me just ask one question. Now, Mr. Ceesay,
Yes,
the ERP that you deployed,
yes,
is it correct that it was to integrate the activities and data of the business of K.M.C, right?
yes and no.
And so that it would work from the same proverbial page. Is that what you had?
I don't follow the question, but I can explain again.
Let me come back
Yes,
to the question, and let me state it this way. Is it not true that an ERP manages an organization's business functions and processes as a single system, integrating activities and data so that the entire business is working from the same proverbial page?
yes,
Is that what you deployed
No.
at KMC? It's
No.
not what you deployed?
no.
Then how do you have the interface to be able to manage the data and then provide the instantaneous, how to call it, reconciliation of the products that the data has in the application.
Right. Okay. The system has two parts.
Yes.
The main
Because
part.
before we come to answering his question, we must understand the system that you have deployed.
Right.
And our understanding is that it should be able to manage, you understand, the data, you understand, in a single page, right?
Yes, but that's not the system we have at K.M.C.
You have in place?
No.
Okay, thank you. So you were trying to explain. Can you
Right.
please explain so
So-
that I have clarity and then he can proceed with the issue of this deletion and how it goes?
Right. So the main driver of the system
Yes.
is the database. Basically, it keeps a record of all the properties, compounds in K.M.C. The owners, their telephone numbers, and the tariffs that they charge per year. And it raises invoices to property owners as well.
So, which means you made an in-depth evaluation. You made an in-depth evaluation of the product, right?
Of the product.
Yes, that is what the client has given you,
Yes,
you understand?
Yes.
To produce for him in the system.
yes,
So you did an in-depth evaluation.
yes.
Please provide us with the records. The assessment you did to be able to come up with the application that you have rolled out for K.M.C.
You mean all the requirements in
Yes.
designing the
Yes.
system?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's a summation of what you
Right.
you give them, and this is what you sold to them,
Right.
right?
Right.
So please note it to bring it for us. Council, you may proceed.
Thank you. Further to your statement, you said that sometime, what is the, by the 6th to the 7th line,
Right.
that some time ago, the office received a report from K.M.C. Director of Finance
Right.
that they realized a problem of skipped sequence numbering.
Right.
Which Director of Finance is that?
Sheriff Njai.
Sheriff Njaya.
Yes.
I went to K.M.C. and checked the system and found out that the deletion was done at the database level.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Right. So as I explained earlier, once we determined that the application itself, the processes of generating a receipt was acting correctly,
Yes.
the next step to look is to forensically go through the database and trying to determine why that is the case. And through that, we ran some inconsistency checks and then realized that what should have been in the daily transaction listing table was not 100%.
And how is that, or what do you mean by that?
Well, it means that at the end of the day, you have to close down the system to open a new day. And
Sorry, can you come back on that point, Mr. Ceesay?
right, you have to close the day,
Yes.
meaning, in lay terms, meaning we tally what the system recorded against the monies the cashiers tendered. So which should tally.
Okay.
That's the first line. And then the second line is for the system to go through itself to make sure that
There are no errors.
there are no errors
Yes.
and there are no inconsistencies in various audit tables that hold transaction records.
How would there be inconsistencies in the audit tables?
Just like the gentleman said, because the daily transaction records had less than what the audit tables contain, so that therefore, when you close the day, the system will shut itself down, notifying you that there's an inconsistency that needs to be checked. If you use Excel, you can get away with that. You can delete records because Excel doesn't have that facility. But when you deal with financial systems, it is very...
Let me intervene here. Is the council running a parallel system? Your metrics and the Excel system? I
am not aware of them running a parallel system. They may be.
All right. Thank you. Council, you may proceed. We'll get to that when you take us through the system.
Right.
Yes. So, if I understand you correctly, the issue of deletion is not really an issue regarding information stored or saved in the system and then deleted, but probably information not adequately fed into the system.
Oh, no. Once you create a transaction through the system,
yes,
it first goes to the daily transaction table.
Yes.
And once it reaches the daily transaction table, that record or those records are copied, encrypted, and distributed for storage.
Right.
So,
proceed.
Right. So, it is deleted from the system. That's basically what I'm saying.
It is
from the daily transaction table.
So it is deleted from the system.
From the daily table. Yes.
The daily table.
Yes.
So the issue of the deletion, as highlighted by the audit report, is in fact correct.
Oh yes, that's correct.
That's correct. I am asking because initially, when you started giving your evidence, it appears as if deleting is not possible.
No. Your question, and I'm very careful about this, was...
You may raise your voice, please.
Right. Can you delete records from the application? No, you cannot. There is nowhere in the application that allows you to do that. Mostly financial applications don't allow that. If you make an error, you do a reversal.
But what can you delete?
Nothing.
No, I'm a bit confused.
Okay.
That's why I said in the beginning you said no deletion. At the tail end you said there is it is in fact correct that there is deletion. What can be deleted?
From the application or from the database? We are talking about two entities here.
Just give us the scenarios in these two instances, the database and the application. No, you cannot delete in the database, but you can delete in the application or vice versa.
No, you cannot delete in the database.
Yes,
so if there is someone with nefarious intent that wants to do that, yes, they can in fact do that through the database, but that doesn't mean it will not be caught.
Okay, good. The reply we have from the management, they said in the management response in the audit report, so probably what they are saying here, it appears as if they have engaged the office, maybe you or somebody else. It says, however, based on the information from the system developer, it is only the system administrator who could have access to the database to perform such transactions, and the former IT manager was the system administrator to the database. Is this an information that you fed the management?
No, I have never seen that.
You have never seen this?
No.
You didn't inform the management about this particular information?
No.
You did not? All right. So probably we will wait for you to, if you can come back tomorrow, Honorable Chairperson, so that we wouldn't have this issue to really skip our mind. And so if you can come back tomorrow and we can have it set up in the commission so that you can guide the commissioners regarding how it operates.
How the system operates?
Yes.
Yes.
The other issue that I want to conclude with is that do you have information or knowledge regarding how you were contracted by K.M.C?
No, I would not have that. but my manager should.
Your manager should.
I'm an
And that's
lowly
Amadou.
IT technician.
Is Amadou Job?
Amadou Jallo.
Amadou Jallo.
Yes.
And is it Basiru? The other? You have mentioned two individuals, Amadou Jallo and?
Yes, Amadou Jallo is in charge of
But I want to know the other name. I want to know the other name.
Mamadou Basiru Conte.
Mamadou Basiru?
Conte.
Conte. And Amadou is remind us about his position.
He's my immediate boss.
He is?
He's my immediate boss. He's in charge of the day-to-day
Yes,
operations of the
what is
company.
his position?
The managing director.
Managing director. And Basiru Conte?
He's a sort of an advisor on systems design and...
Advisor?
Yes.
That is his official role?
Yes.
Any questions for this one?
Yes, I have just one question.
Yes, madam.
Mr. Ceesay, what is what was the functionality of the system that you have put in place for K.M.C. and its ultimate scalability?
Well, we designed the system on a strong foundation because we were initially...
What are the functionalities that you considered?
The database is what drives the system.
Yes.
So the foundation was made in such a way that it can accommodate other forms of payment, because right now it's just property payment. So if the council...
But you have said that you added recently receipting.
Oh, yes. So
I am asking you a technical question.
okay.
I am asking, what are the functionalities of the system?
Of the added system.
Yes, of the,
Right.
of the application you have.
The original application was just a database.
Yes.
So you would go to the council and they would look up your property record and give you an invoice. And then you would go to the cashier, pay the invoice, and the cashier would draw you a manual receipt.
Yes. What is the scalability in this how to call it?
Right.
In the entire project.
Right. So the scalability is that if the council so decides, it can plug in other modes of payment in the application because of the base it was built on.
Did you have anything when you made an assessment on the scalability of the system?
No.
With projection to 2, 3, 4 years? Because scalability is just not what you are telling me. It's more than that.
No. I am trying to make sure I understand and answer your question. Scalability in how many property records can be...
No. The scalability of the system itself.
Okay.
How it will evolve and how, you understand, the projections will go and etc. But you know the system more than I do. So these are your terms.
Right. When we first designed the system,
Yes.
we never thought about having a receipting part to it.
Yeah. But how did you intend to upgrade your system based on what you anticipate if you don't have a concrete idea of what your scalability is in the activity?
Maybe that's the problem. I don't understand what you mean by scalability.
Okay, when you come back and do the presentation tomorrow, we will get into that, and I will explain further what I want to know from your end.
Sure.
Thank you so much, and please provide.
Thank you.
What we have asked you to bring: the agreement and the the in-depth evaluation. All right, Mr. Ceesay, thank you so much. We hope to see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yes, you are discharged. Please call the next witness.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. You can place your envelope on the table. Okay, you face that camera. Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters. Mr. Witness, what is your religion?
Muslim.
In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
English.
Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
Swear by the Holy Quran.
Madam Chair, the witness wishes to swear by the Holy Quran. Okay, Mr. Witness, can you hold the Holy Quran and then repeat after me? I, Yankuba Sonko,
Yankuba Sonko,
do swear that
do swear that
I'll speak the truth,
I'll speak the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to you for us to proceed.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sonko.
Good afternoon, madam.
You are welcome.
Thank you, madam.
Council, can we proceed?
Yes, Mr. Sonko, please state your name.
My name's Yankuba Sonko.
Yankuba Sonko.
Yes, sir.
Your address, sir?
Talending.
Your occupation?
I'm a civil servant.
Where do you work?
I'm currently working with the National Audit Office.
Since when?
1st of June 2024.
24. Do you recall giving a statement?
Yes,
In fact, you gave a statement and an additional statement.
yes.
We will show you these statements.
Yes.
We apply to tender the statement of the witness, Yankuba Sonko. The date is 23rd of May 2023. The additional is 4th of October 2024 into evidence as an exhibit.
The witness statement of Mr. Yankuba Sonko dated the 1st of October 2024. And let me take it again. Let me take the first statement. The witness statement of Mr. Yankuba Sonko dated the 23rd of May 2023, and the additional witness statement dated the 1st of October 2024 are admitted together in evidence as exhibit and are marked as LGC/YS/KMC/001.
As the commission pleases. Now, please tell us about your employment with K.M.C.
I was employed at K.M.C. in May 2010 as a license collector.
And then where were you subsequently promoted?
I was redeployed to finance department under accounts as an accounts clerk.
When was this?
This was, I'm not sure, but about 2012.
In 2018, where were you still an accounts clerk?
I was redeployed also to the markets as a supervisor, and later back to the finance department as a receiving cashier.
Go ahead, sir.
Then back to accounts as a senior accounts clerk.
When or what period were you acting as the receiving cashier?
From July 2019.
July 2019.
Yes.
To
somewhere around 2021. I'm not sure the exact month.
receiving cashier.
Yes.
You kept a cash book this period?
I?
You were having a cash book this period?
Cash book, no.
You don't have a cash book as a receiving cashier?
No.
So how were you recording?
There was a file where receipts are kept.
Only receipts?
Receipts and reports of daily transaction reports.
Who is in custody of this file?
It's with the finance department.
Does this file have any label or any heading? If we were to request for this file, how would we be able to?
Yes, they are labeled.
And how is it labeled?
I believe it's cash receipt files.
Cash receipt files.
Yes.
How many files?
I'm not sure exactly, but the files are, it's a daily, the reports are filed daily.
Now, what do you do when you collect this revenue as a cashier?
At the end of the day, I do a reconciliation. Then the following morning, I deposit the cash in the council's bank accounts.
And is this reconciliation also done in this file?
No, the reconciliations are done between the liquid cash collected and the daily report.
And which bank do you normally deposit this money to?
During the time, there were 3 banks.
Please give us the banks and the account numbers if you have them. If you don't have them now, you may just tell us the bank, and then you can furnish us with the relevant details later.
I don't have the account details, but I know the banks were Eco Bank,
Okay. Yes.
Mega Bank,
Yes.
and Ajib Bank.
We will need the accounts later.
Yes.
When you have access to this information. Now, do you deposit all the monies you collect to the bank?
Yes, daily.
All the monies.
All the monies.
There is no exception.
No.
You don't pre-finance from.
Yeah,
from this money?
sometimes pre-finances.
So tell us about it. How would you come about pre-financing from the monies that you collect?
The pre-finance is usually occur when there are emergencies. For example, when there is an emergency when there is a fire outbreak at the dump site.
When there is?
For example, when there is a fire outbreak at the dump site.
Yes.
So they'll send in a request which is approved by the CEO and the Director of Finance.
Yes.
Then you pre-finance pending the process of the payment.
Very well.
Yeah.
Now, do you also withdraw monies from accounts of councils as well?
Withdraw, no.
You've never made any withdrawals from any council accounts? You don't sign checks in your names?
Checks, that would be personal. Let's say, for example, I had a payment with council and made a request.
You had it?
For example, I have a payment with council.
Yes.
I think there were instances where they made payments to me. It was for school fees, I believe. I think that was the only occasion a check was written in my name.
But apart from that, you would not have any checks written in your name?
No.
But they paid your tuition fee?
Yes.
Was this a scholarship that they gave you?
It was a sponsor.
Did you apply for it?
Yes.
How, do you have the application letter?
No, I don't have the applications letter but it should be with the council side.
The council?
Yes.
Was there a scholarship scheme that you had to follow? Who was making the decision at the time with respect to scholarships at council?
There was a committee. I wrote to the CEO, copied the committee, and...
You wrote to?
The CEO.
The CEO?
Yes.
All right. Now, just note it down. We will need the file that you were managing as the cashier, as the receiving cashier.
Okay.
So that you go back to the council and request for that file between the period you were the receiving cashier. Can you write that down, please?
I believe some of the files were submitted with the commission.
You can also cross-check that with the registrar as well.
Okay.
Were you there when it was submitted?
Yes.
You were working for council?
Yes, I was there then.
For council when it was submitted. And you submitted it yourself?
No, we came as a team.
How many of you?
It was me, the director of admin, and I believe 2 other colleagues.
Okay. So just list with the registrar, and you can check it out as well. If you can find it, then that's it. The other issue is after being a receiving cashier, were you redeployed as an accounts clerk?
A senior accounts clerk.
Senior accounts clerk. When was this?
This was around 2021.
2021.
Late 2021.
But before that, as a receiving cashier, so revenue collectors will come and pay to you? Revenue collectors will come and pay to you their daily collections or weekly collections?
No, I was focused on the rates.
Only rates?
Rates received. I was another cashier
For
that received
license
and other payments.
but you is only for rates?
Yes, please.
And when they pay this money, do you cross-check that with their collection to verify whether how much the amount of money they are giving you is exactly how much they collected? How do you do this? How do you do your verification?
Which verification?
The monies that you'll be paid to.
By the landlords.
Yes, but do they sometimes they pay to these collectors or no? Only the landlords will come to pay to you?
Yes, only the landlords.
Not the collectors.
Not the collectors. Yeah.
Right. The other issue is the time that you have served as an accounts clerk. We had an issue regarding. But first, what do you do as an accounts clerk? How you describe your function or your job as an accounts clerk?
Okay. When I was being redeployed, there was a rollout of the IFMIS system.
There was a
rollout of the IFMIS.
Okay.
So my focus was on the postings of the IFMIS backlog that was there.
Yes. There was a deletion of rates revenue receipts from the system that you talk about in your statement.
Yes.
In your statement, the title paragraph, you said, with regards to the deletion of rates revenue receipts from the system, amounting to $297,941 is 43 butts, which was queried by the senior internal auditor, that the monies were not banked into K.M.C accounts, but all the money payments I received within the period were banked accordingly. I can remember while my annual leave, then Director of Internal Audit, Mr. Fufana, called me regarding the issue. What can you tell us about this?
Yeah, there was a time I was on leave when the then Director of Audit called.
That is Mr. Fufana?
Mr. Fufana, yes.
Just clarify, were you the senior accounts in this period or you were the receiving cashier?
Cashier. Then.
Receiving cashier.
Yeah.
Please proceed.
So he called and said he was going through the reports and realized that the serial numbering were not in sequence.
Yes.
Yeah, so I told him, well, that would be a surprise to me because usually sequences would only skip when there are reversals.
Yes.
Yeah, so we spoke briefly and then he said, am I at the office? I informed him that I was on leave. So he said, when I come back, then he'll discuss further with me.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so when I came back from leave, I was called by the then Director of Finance, Dr. Keita, and his deputy, Mr. Njai.
Yes.
About the issue. So they showed me a report where they said some of those transactions were the ones deleted. Well, I told them I bank all the monies that I receive as far as raise payments are concerned. And I don't have, what happened is there is only the reversals in the system. I was not aware that there can be deletions. So, and even for reversals, as a cashier, I cannot do reversals. I only do receipting. So when there are mistakes, I have to take it to the supervisors to do the reversals for me.
The rate supervisors?
Yes. No, the supervisors at finance. That's the finance manager, yes.
So only the finance manager can reverse?
Yes.
But you cannot reverse?
No, I cannot.
So, but you have user rights?
Yes.
And what can you do with that user right? What is the limit or the extent of your access to to the metric system.
That is to generate receipts.
Only that.
Only that, yes.
So you enter the amount and generate receipt, but you cannot do any form of deletion or reversal.
No.
But the supervisor can do that. So who do you think?
For reversals,
Yes.
Yes.
So what? In fact, let's talk about the reversal. What does the reversal entail?
Okay. For example, you know when you were given a demand note, let's say
Yes.
the invoice,
Yes.
it always has a property number.
Yes.
So you enter these properties numbers in the system.
Yes.
Yeah. So usually when you miss one number, it would take you to another property owner.
Yes.
So if you continue with without taking notice and you made the payment, you know, it would mean you are making payments to a wrong property.
Yes.
Yeah, for situations like that, or when you enter a figure, let's say the person was supposed to pay 1,000, and then you press more than 3 times, and then it makes it 10,000.
Yes.
So for situations like that, you usually take it to the supervisor to reverse it, to reverse the error.
Now, for this situation, were this amount or these collections entered by you or not?
Pardon?
For this particular period in 2020,
Yes.
these said transactions that were said to be deleted, were they entered in the system or not?
Were they entered?
Yeah.
No, I cannot tell that.
Why? You were the receiving cashier.
Yes.
So why can't you tell?
There were a lot of transactions. I cannot remember these transactions. I'll have to refer back to the report to know.
Okay, if you are given time to refer back to the report, would you be able to tell us whether you've actually entered these transactions or not?
Yes, the report would show every transaction that I entered.
Would you be able to give us that information?
Yes, the report can be, we can get the report from.
Because if I read your statement, you seem to have a position.
I seem to.
You said have a position regarding this particular reversal or deletion. You said that immediately, the last paragraph, second page, immediately I resumed work, I was confronted on the issue by the Director of Finance, Dr. Ali Uketa, and his deputy, Sheriff Njai, during which they showed me a letter indicating the missing receipts amounting to the said sum, but I told them that it wasn't possible because all the cash receipted was banked the following day, and I equally don't have any user right to edit or delete. This suggests that you had done what you need to do, which is to enter this into the system. Is that not the case?
No, that is not the case, because I went back to the reports to see, and I didn't see these transactions.
So where would this transaction have? Who would have recorded this transaction? Who is supposed to record these transactions?
Who's supposed to record them?
Yes.
I was the cashier, but I didn't record these transactions.
No, I'm not saying who recorded them. Who is supposed to? If these transactions are to be recorded in the system or entered in the system, who is supposed to do that?
The receipts are done by the cashier.
So it means the answer is you.
Yes, I was the cashier then.
So the answer is you. If it is to be recorded in the system or entered in the system, you are the one to do that.
Yes.
Is that a correct statement?
I was the cashier. I was the one that recorded payments.
I know. I know you were the receiving cashier. And I know you said you don't have the user rights to either reverse or delete. But we will have to connect the dots here and there.
Yeah,
now, for instance, let me read to you what the audit report said. I know you're familiar with it, but let me just read it again. It says on page 71 that we noted suspected fraud of about $297,941 is 43 buttons in respect to rates for the year 2020. These were deleted transactions from the metrics data system, which resulted to non-banking of these transactions as per memo dated the 28th of December 2020. Do you see that? A task force was set up by the council to investigate the matter, but no investigation report was provided to confirm the conclusion of the investigation. Our discussion with the task force members revealed that the matter was still unresolved and the amount unrecovered. So not only are they saying it is deleted, but it's also not taken to the bank. Two issues.
Yes.
Do you understand that?
Yes, I
So
understand.
the person who is supposed to record it, is it you? If it is to be recorded.
You know, this is a cashier's report.
Yes.
Yes, so all the are supposed to be done by the cashier.
That's you.
Yes.
For the time being. That's why I'm saying it's you.
Yes.
As the cashier, this particular activity can only be carried out by you, the cashier.
Yeah, we're supposed to be carried out by me.
By you, and you are the only cashier responsible
then, yes.
for rates.
Yes.
And this has to do with rates.
Yes.
So there's no other person but you.
Yes.
Don't worry about it. It's safe to say that you don't have the rights to erase, but just for the first limb alone. And now, if you enter this in the system, the money is supposed to be taken to the bank, correct?
Yes.
And there will be reconciliation
Yes.
done.
Yes.
So this money can be accounted for
Yes.
easily.
Yes.
So it says the dates for these transactions are the first one, 29th of June 2020. The receipt number is there, 27383. The property name is from Mr. Rachwani. The address is Cardiff Industrial Area. The assessors number is K.M.C. 280100101A. The amount is $91,872.37 buttons. So the full details are there. The second is on the 24th of June 2020. The receipt number 27237. Property name Musa Njai. Address Cardiff Industrial Area. Assessors number K.M.C. 2801028 capital A, amount 56,758.65. Now there are two more or three more, and that will give us the total $297,941 for the three products. Do you follow?
Yes, I'm listening.
You follow that? And your reconciliation, will it capture this?
Whether the reconciliation will capture that?
Yeah, this amount that you
I did reconciliations for that day and banked the total amount that was reconciled.
was this captured?
I can't tell.
Why? You can't tell now, or you can give us information subsequently later.
What happened is the transactions for these, I know during the times I was the cashier.
Yes.
Every day I do reconciliations and all the monies are banked.
Yes.
Yes.
So how about these transactions?
This
I have read it to you.
Yeah, I had, you know, by sitting here, I cannot know all the transactions that
That's why I asked you whether you need time to provide us information regarding this particular, can someone hand this over today? I think, whether you need time to go through this particular information and provide us with your reconciliation.
Yes, I can provide you the daily reconciliations that are done.
Yes, especially the ones affecting this period.
Yes.
For this period.
Yes.
And this particular ones that are said to be deleted.
Yes.
And the bank for that, banking activity for that period covering this collection.
The bankings are attached on the report.
On the
report.
On the report.
Yeah, the bank's deposit slips.
All right, that will be very sufficient. Any questions? The witness, Madam Chair.
Yes. You said the banking slips are attached to the reports.
Yes.
So please note that you bring us the reports together with the banking slips. Have you noted that?
Yes.
Please note that, if you have not noted that. Yes, you can proceed.
Yes, I believe that will be all for this witness for now until he brings the reports.
Yes, I just have one question. You have indicated in your statement, the one dated the 23rd of May 2023, that however, you said you informed them that shortages do happen, and sometimes you use all of your salary to replace shortages, and that your supervisor is aware of these instances, because you do complain to him on the need of having a counting machine since counting was done manually. Have this issue been resolved?
Until the time I left, there was no counting machines.
So it would be correct to say that you have large sums of money that you receive during the course of the week, which collectors submit to you when you are a cash.
That's the property owners, yes.
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 So now, my other question is, what type of rates were you actually collecting? Because you have specifically said you were only collecting rates, and what is the type of rates that you were collecting specifically?
It's property rates.
Property rates.
Yes.
So what does that entail?
Property rates are the payments made by compound owners.
Yes.
Yes.
What are the tariffs?
I don't know the tariffs because you usually come with an invoice. The amount you're supposed to pay is indicated on the invoice. Let's say when you are a property owner,
yes,
you want to pay your rates.
Yes.
You know, council had rates collectors that usually go around to issue invoice to property owners.
Yes.
So they'll come with those invoices. In those invoices, the payments are already indicated there.
Indicated.
The amount due.
Okay.
Yeah, so they'll give you just draw the receipts for them.
Okay.
In the event they don't have, you ask them to go to the rates clerk to collect invoices.
Okay.
Or demand notes.
Okay. And you have also indicated that there is a problem in the issue of receipting. Is that the case?
In the?
Let me just get to that. You said the finance running out of the IFMA system. I will get back to the issue of the receipting.
No.
Now, how often were you banking these monies? Because you've indicated on the first page, you understand, that these monies were not banked, but this is in specific reference to the 279,941.43. But my question here is, how often do you bank the monies that you receive?
We bank daily.
Daily?
Yes. Let's say when you collect on a Monday, you bank the money first thing Tuesday morning.
Okay.
Yes.
So if they collect Monday, you bank Tuesday. If they collect Tuesday, you bank Wednesday.
Wednesday morning, yes.
Okay. So would it be correct to say you bank daily? Because if you say daily, you are talking about banking on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
No, the bankings are done daily, but the amounts you collect is for every day is banked the subsequent day.
Exactly. I think that should be the correct, you understand, evidence. Because if you say you bank daily, it means you're banking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And since you don't bank Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you bank, when you receive it on Monday, you bank it on the next day.
But on Monday, the one that was received on Friday would be banked on Monday.
Yes. Because that is what would reflect in your bank accounts, right?
Yes.
But your receipting that you issue to the collector would be the receipt for Tuesday or for Monday when you receive the amount.
Can you come again, please, Ma?
The receipting for the receipts that you issue. You know, when the collectors come to give you the money, you issue them with a GTR receipt.
No, the property owners.
The property owners.
Yes.
You issue them with the
automated. This is the system-generated receipt.
System-generated receipt.
Yes.
So the day they came in to pay, that's the day you issue them with the receipt.
Yes. You know, there were two cashiers.
Yes.
I think you're missing the point. There were two cashiers.
Yes.
The other cashiers would collect the license from the collectors.
Yes.
But I was only collecting the property rates.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So when you come, you pay immediately. You are issued your
yes,
receipt.
but my difficulty in appreciating this is that the collectors. You have also collectors under the rates.
The collectors under rates don't collect cash. Okay. They only issue invoices.
Invoices.
Demand notes, yes.
Demand notes.
Yes, but they don't collect They don't usually collect cash from property owners.
Then what do you bank
These are the payments made by property owners themselves.
on this at the council?
Yes.
Okay.
Those are the payments that I receive from property owners.
Okay.
Yeah, these are the monies that I bank.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. We will continue on this. Council? Now, sorry, let me just ask. During the course of you being the receiving cashier, you don't have any, you have been asked the books or the entries or the documents where you make your entries? Or is a system generated?
Yes, the system generated receipts.
Okay, so that is what you have been asked.
That's what we
That is
file.
what you have been asked to produce for us,
Yes,
right?
that's what we file.
Okay.
Okay, yes.
So, thank you.
All right.
I just wanted to be clear because sometimes it's a bit confusing with what happens at the licensing and with what happens at the rates
All right.
division.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Yes, Mr. Sonko, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We will call you back.
Thank you.
And you are discharged.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. You may kindly take your seat.
Thank you. Afternoon.
Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, may I remind you that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Madam Chair, I hand over the witness for us to proceed.
Good afternoon, Mr. Njai.
Afternoon, ma.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Council, can we proceed?
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Njai.
Afternoon.
You were told to bring some documents. Do you have the documents with you?
Yes, ma.
Which documents do you have?
I have canteen register and cash books.
Cash books from when to when?
2018, 2019.
Okay, 2020, 21, and 22, 23, what happened?
They are here.
You have all the cash books?
I have 2 cash books with me here.
That's for 2018 and 2019.
Yes, ma.
What else do you have?
Canteen register.
Okay.
And the bank account numbers.
For EcoBank and
Trust Bank.
Trust Bank.
And the name of collectors under me, then. And the name of the auditors.
Sorry, and the what?
Name of the auditors at then.
Oh, at the time, okay.
Yeah.
So which of the auditors have you been specifically dealing with?
I don't get you.
Which of the auditors have you been specifically dealing with?
Basiru Njai, Hadijatu Diouf.
Okay, do you have your cash book for 2022?
No.
Where is that?
It's with the auditor still. I don't found it.
Okay. Maybe please have the documents you have, let me turn it.
Okay. These are the cash books.
Yes, you can please start with the cash books. Okay. If you have all of the ones you just listed, you can put them all together. Let me just enter them all together at once.
Okay.
Mr. Njai, this is a cash book for 2019.
Yeah, 2018 and 19.
I didn't see 18 on it. I saw 2019. This one.
There
This
is two
particular
cash
one.
books.
Okay. This is 2018. The other one is 2019.
Yes, ma'am.
This one is the canteen register now. You have 21 on the list, 21 canteens.
No, that one is not among, please.
Is a what?
That one is not part of it.
Yes, this one is not a cash book, but it looks more like a register.
No, it is not in fact part of the submission.
Okay, it's for which year?
Let me see, I don't know. Okay, this 2021.
It's 2021 canteen register.
Yes.
There is another canteen register here for 2023.
Yes.
And that's for 20 canteens.
Yeah.
Okay, does it keep changing? Because I've seen 28 canteens on the next, then I saw 20 canteens.
There are different markets.
Okay, for the different durations that you serve in each.
Yeah.
This one is also a canteen register.
Yeah.
Okay. Canteen register as well.
Yeah.
$46 canteen register for year 2022.
Yes.
Okay. Then these are the handwritten, list of collectors under you.
Yes, ma'am.
So when did you write this? Looks new.
Yeah, it's a new one.
Yes, so
I was here, they asked me to bring this.
so you went into the market again to assess, or you copied it from somewhere?
No, I wrote it for myself because I knew the collectors then.
Or you knew it offhand.
Yeah.
So why couldn't you tell us when we asked you
No, at that time I cannot give you straight,
an information?
Yeah.
Okay, this is not signed, so you may kindly, let's say, do a cover letter, and you can sign each, because I understand it's 3 different markets. This one is the list of collectors. This one is the list of auditors. This one is the list of canteens. Actually, this is not a list per se, but you just mentioned 10 canteens paid $500 and $10 and $10 and $350 each. So giving a total of $8,000 in a month. Yes, you can just do a cover letter and sign each, because we don't know who prepared it, but at least with the signature we'll be able to know that it came from you.
Okay.
All right. Madam Chair, we apply to tender 5 canteen registers from the witness, Mr. Musa Njai, and 2 cash books 2018 and 2019 into evidence as an exhibit.
Council, the canteen registers covers the period 2018 to 2023 or 2018 to 2022?
I have to check. I've been seeing some are not even dated. That's why I gave him back to confirm. But I've seen
Yes,
2
let me
for
just ask him.
2022,
For
but
the-
we can confirm with the witness, because
Yes.
some are not even dated.
Okay. The canteen registers, what period do they cover?
2021, 22, and 23.
The registers?
Yes.
2021, 22,
22 and 2023.
23. So for the cash books, they are covering the period 2018,
2019. Yes.
All right. Let me have. This is it? Huh? Mr. Njai,
Yes, ma'am.
it seems your 20, is it 18 or 19?
19.
Is wet?
That's 19.
Okay, the 2019 is wet. And is this cash books not kept in a store, or because it seems that these 2 are really not in good shape, the 18 and 19.
They threw them in the store.
They throw them in the store.
Yeah, when we went there, we found water throughout the store. So this is how we found the books.
Yes, you dug out this.
Yeah.
You don't have a store manager?
Well, I don't know. That's the first time I enter in that store.
Okay. But when you requested for this registers and these cash books from the finance department, what did they tell you?
They said it's in the store.
That individually you should go and collect it?
Yeah, we go there individually.
To collect it?
Yeah.
Thank you. The cash books 2 cash books maintained by the witness covering the period 2018 and 2019, and 5 canteen registers covering the period 2021, 2022, and 2023 are admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/MN/KMC/006.
As the commission pleases. Now, Ms. Njai, did you have your confirmation letter?
No, I don't. Confirmation as what?
You were appointed, so we asked for your confirmation letter, but you said you didn't have that with you.
No, I didn't have the confirmation letter. I don't
You
see
still
it.
didn't have it.
I don't see it.
You did not go to the admin office to ask for it?
I went to the admin, but he said, let me check the date that I was confirmed, and I cannot remember the date.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any other document with you?
No, right now here, no.
Okay. Then you can go back to admin and provide us with the confirmation letter.
Inshallah.
And for 2022 cash book that you said you went there, but you can just go back there and ask them, tell them you are asked to provide the 2022 cash book.
I will.
All right. Unless Madam Chair or any of the commissioners have any question for this witness, that will be all for this witness. Then when we go through his cash books, then we'll call him.
All right, okay. Ms. Njai, please go back to the store and check your cash book for 2022.
Okay.
Because that would help us reconcile, you understand, with what is contained in the CRBR as to revenue you have collected within that period.
Okay.
Yes, it will do you very good if you are able to locate the cash book.
Okay, I will do.
All right?
Okay.
Thank you. Please endeavor to find the cash book.
Okay.
And you are discharged. We will call you when we finish looking at the cash book.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I think it's one more. Yes. Wow. Then.
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. You may kindly take your seat. Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, may I remind you once again that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair. Thank you. Madam Chair, I hand over the witness to you for us to proceed.
Good afternoon, Mr. Kohli.
Afternoon.
You are welcome back.
Thank you.
Council, can we proceed?
Yes, thank you very much. Mr. Kohli, you were asked to bring some documents?
Yes. Yes, that is it.
Yes, what do you have with you?
Audit of procurement, contract, administration, management, and execution process.
Please kindly speak into the microphone.
Audit of procurement, contract, administration, management, and execution process for the period 1st January 2023 to 31st July
Yes.
2023.